Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir.
You are Mr.
Joseph Akoji.
Joseph Akpeju.
Yes.
Let us get your reaction with respect to happenings in Nigeria. You can see protests going on in different parts of the country. We saw one in Ibadan, we saw in Kano State, we saw in Niger State, and all these have to do with crisis of food inflation. Cost of living is going high. What is your reaction, sir?
Actually, it's not too good at all for Nigerians at this very moment. I want to say that with the protest, it's not too good for Nigeria. You can see what is happening in Lagos State, in particular, where we are living. The cost of living is very high. As at yesterday, I went to go and buy a bag of pure water. We used to buy 250. They told us it was 400.
400.
Just 2 days.
That is serious.
So how can you appreciate a sitting government that the prices of food, commodities and other items are rising, building everything, jobs, I know jobs and other things are very, very high.
Now the exchange rate dollar is now 1,900 naira to a dollar, and Mr. President, the son of Mr. President Sheikh Tinubu, is asking us to give the father time and be patient. What is your reaction?
How can we be patient when that kind of money is going high? We can't be patient. Nigeria cannot die because of hunger. They cannot die because our own money is now become a useless money. It's not money that is functionable. You cannot take it to the market and buy something. When you talk of dollars, when you go to US and other countries, yeah, it's perfect. It's working for them. But when you compare it to Nigerian money, it's not working for us. So how do you expect Nigerians to be very patient at this time? I don't look at it as a very good development to Mr. President. And one thing I have noticed in this Nigeria, once a particular thing is risen up, is taken up, let's say a particular commodity, like I was telling you about pure water, it can never come down.
Now let me ask you, the Senate yesterday said Buhari is the cause of this problem, that his policies that were not working, the way he borrow money for CBN, about 30 trillion, that is the problem we are facing. Do you agree with that statement, or Tinubu is the problem?
I don't really agree at all. If Buhari is the cause of problem, now that the president, the sitting president that is here, what has he done? Is he not supposed to have remedy for that kind of a situation immediately when he saw that the former president his policies were not accurate, were not working for Nigeria? Then I asked, the time that Buhari was in power, we did not suffer this. We bought a bag of pure water 150, so why is it 400? Tomorrow it will be 500 and it will be 1,000. So they can't blame Buhari. Buhari government is 90% far better than this president.
You mean Buhari government is better than this government?
Far better than, even though we say that the man was not up to expectation, but Nigerians were not suffering like this. I did not suffer this situation. Look at me now. I don't have a job.
That is serious. What were you doing under Buhari?
Yes, I was actually working, but the kind of job that we are doing, they put people to suppress us and make us not to work according to our expectations. I have to leave the job to go and look for another one that will be that. I left my family for more than a year.
That is
so when my wife put to bed this, I was not there for her. I said, I can't be like this. All my children, if they are grown up, they would have been something else. So I decided I'm not looking for a job. It is because of all these things.
Okay, now, what is your area of discipline?
Yes, I've been,
or the area you build career?
Yes, I have been into security for a very long time.
Okay, security, that's fine. That
but
takes me to my
20 years I have been in this job.
That takes me to my next question. I think you are a perfect person to answer that question. I'm talking about state police. Stakeholders across the board, traditional rulers and captain of industry and everybody, they are commending the president for giving nod to formation of state police. What is your reaction?
Is it only the north or the whole country?
No, nod. I mean, they are giving. I say president have done well for giving, saying that there is need for state police.
I think that is one of the best steps that he has ever made since he came into government. We all need state police. That is what we have been agitating for. If we have state police everywhere, I don't think the situation that we have in Nigeria will not occur. It will not come.
So state police is the way to go.
Yes, it's good to go everywhere in our country.
Now,
Our states need to welcome that.
Now, because this is your area of endeavor, I want to ask you this. What are the fear of some Nigerians that governors will hijack and abuse it?
Why will they hijack our prisons?
No, hijack the police, state police, and abuse it.
Okay, and abuse them for what?
No, maybe use it against their political opponents and things like
Why
that.
will they use it against us when it is legally recognized by the federal
Let me tell you why people are having that fear. Look at local government election. State government have right to conduct local government election because they have state electoral body. And if you want to see a state that is controlled by a particular political party, see a different political party winning election in that state. So that fear is what they are saying, that if you allow state police, governors will use against their enemies.
I don't think that will happen, because if it is all over the whole country, I don't think the governors will not have any right to hijack our police, to use them and use other citizens. I don't think it will be possible like that, because that will call for a decent employment in the security setup. And once it is legalized by the federal government, I don't think the fact that the governors agree with the federal government to form state police does not mean that they will have powers to over them. It is still under legality of the federal government that it should be established. So I don't think there should be no basis for people to argue that the state police are to see from what they are doing and how they are working.
Now, on a final note, what would be your advice to government if you were to advise government based on what happens in Nigeria?
Actually, they need to sit up. They need to sit up, and they also need to form groups that will have to go into the market and checkmate the way things are sold in Nigeria. It was done during the time of Idi Agbon and the same Buhari to check out inflation. The government need to form such groups so that they can go out and check, or else things will go out of hand.
But this about government controlling price of goods, a situation where it was not subsidized and they don't know how to produce them.
Definitely, there will be an investigation. There will be a team that go to secretly and find out how things were sold in the former government, how it went from month to month and weeks to weeks, and before they establish such groups, organizations to checkmate prices of goods. It's not just to go into the market and begin to bully at people and begin to charge. They will need to investigate and check out how it was sold a year ago and how things have risen. So who is the cause?
Now, finally, Shetima, the vice president, said they have discovered about 32 points, routes from where they are smuggling food out of Nigeria. That is the cost of price of food going up. Do you agree with him?
I can't say anything about that, but all I know that if people are taking food outside, it's not for the benefits of other countries that Nigeria have food. If we have food, we should be able to take it out to go and sell to other people and make our own living. You cannot say that it's because of that. We have enough food. What of in the north, where they have been the major supplier in Lagos, that for some time now we are not even getting anything from there. I was told that there was a meeting that they should not supply food to Lagos. We have food across the whole state. Where I am coming from in Cross River State, in Obudu local government, our state is mainly on farming. My village is mainly on farming. We make farm to earn a living. And so we will say that in which states in Nigeria that we don't have food? So I don't think that should be a problem of saying that is what is happening. Of course, the north is feeding Lagos, because Lagos is a place where all of us come to hustle. Nobody is making farm here. But in other villages, nobody is complaining too much. But will that be the problem why the prices of a bag of rice and spaghetti and other things like macaroni should be going high when it is also made here in Nigeria? So why is it happening in other states like that? But if you go to the prices of yam in other villages, it might not be so high like as compared to Lagos. So I don't think what the Mr. Vice President is saying, His Excellency is saying is right at all. That should not be the problem that we are having food shortage. We don't have food shortage in Nigeria. We have food.
What is
We have
the problem
food.
is the cost.
He is coming from the north. He knows that the north have food to supply to Lagos and some other western states where there is a kind of hustling by Nigerians.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Your name once more.
Akoji Joseph. My name is Joseph Akoji.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph Akpeti. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. You're welcome.